Okay. Just checking the stream delay. Okay, so it's about 10 seconds or so. Not too bad. Hope everything's coming through alright. Seems like it, based on what I'm seeing online. OBS. Good to see a couple of people watching. Good to see you again, Swaginski. My moderator. Alright. I'll just... Sure, yeah, I've made my tweet. Mix up my headphones. I need to get new headphones. These headphones are starting to get really uncomfortable on my head. Hey. Yeah, it's sort of become my intro. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. But it is what it is. Alright, cool. It seems like the chat is coming through on the screen as well. So the solution I came up with is like I had to import somebody's like creation. So instead of, because what I had to do before with the chat was I had to every stream like copy the URL of the chat. So this way works a lot better and it looks, I think, a bit better too. Like the new, yeah, I like it a lot too as well. I'm still trying to work on the colors, I think, but other than that, right. Now I need to actually make sure that I'm capturing the game. So let's switch to this scene. Zoom in on Mr. Cat. And now I need to see if the game's actually coming through. It's not coming through right now. Is it going to come through now that I've gone full screen? There we go, it is coming through, awesome. Yeah, so I don't play Crusader Kings with the music because I'm so sick of the music. I've played way too much of this game, so I've got just this track playing in the background. I might turn it up a tiny bit. Sort of a relaxed track. Cool beans. Just check Twitter one more time, then we'll get into some gameplay. So, it's probably about an hour and a half sort of stream. Nothing too long, just want to make the most of the time I've got off work. So, a bit of a recap of where this campaign is. So it's a completely random world, so everything is randomized and every character is an animal of some kind. So I'm a cat and there's a bunch of other cats as well. So if we go to the culture map mode, all of the Kalausa people are, or they should be cats, but it's probably going to change a bit over time. So pretty big cat sort of country. So there's this big empire over here, and then this large kingdom, and then there's us, which is this like sort of strip here. So we started off with just these 3 territories. So in the last stream, I doubled the size of my country, which is pretty good. I'm still playing as my original character, and I misspelled the family name, so it's Kuroneko. So in 2 of my playthroughs now, I've mucked up the spelling of my name. So in this playthrough, it's the family name, and in the Nocturne playthrough, it was my first name. I spelled it Kayzuya. So it's like Kazuya. I'm working, so we'll be half watching, yeah, no stress. You can just enjoy the ASMR experience, I guess, of Crusader Kings. Right, so let's get back into it. Okay, still playing as my first character. And I've got 1 heir, so hopefully my heir doesn't get killed. If my heir dies, I lose the game at this point. So, I'm playing as a merchant republic, so my goal is pretty much to just make tons of money. So let's get into it. I'll play on speed 3. So the way I play this game is I try and when I play as a Merchant Republic, I try and do a lot of intrigue sort of stuff, so I'm trying to, like, imprison all of my rivals to prevent them from doing anything against me. Okay. Let's try and Grivenair. So I need more kids. So something if you've never seen gameplay of CK2 before, or any of the Crusader Kings games or anything like that, there's a lot of weird out of context quotes, so keep in mind I'm sort of role-playing, I'm not genuinely saying a lot of these things. So right now we're sitting on a fat stack of cash, which is always good, and we made even more, so one of my ships has gotten me some quality goods, so tons more money, which is always great. And I'm married to a porcupine hedgehog sort of thing. Excellent. My wife is with child, there we go. It's always good. So I'm really just trying to slowly, piece by piece, pull apart my rival kingdoms. So I don't have any particular goal for this campaign, it was mostly just to play as a cat was the main goal, and I've already succeeded in that. But it's been a while since I played well, one, it's been a while since I've played Crusader Kings 2, and two, it's been a while since I've played as a Republic. My daughter, so my daughter's growing older, she could use some guidance. I'm not too fast, she can learn on her own, I think. So I did have another son, but he was died under suspicious circumstances, so that means that somebody had him killed. I don't know who, but somebody did. And I've got another daughter, and my daughter is now a hedgehog, which is a bit strange considering my cat, but it is what it is. It's So I want to attack someone because I want to use this big army that I've got. I've got 7,000 troops plus another about 7,000 that I can call on. So I've got 7,000 basically just standing soldiers, so they're ready to go whenever, and then another 7 or so thousand that I can call up from my land. And meanwhile, King Whiskers over here has only got about 5,000 troops, so they're a very weak target. So let's see what we can do. I want to sort of expand to this direction, so let's declare the war for the city of Majita. So if we win this war, we get this city here. So more land is always good. So let's get it. And there's their army over there. So I think I'm going to catch them a bit unawares. Raise up the rest of our troops. Send them over there to attack the city. And somehow they've escaped me. I'm not exactly sure how they managed to do that, but that's okay. So if you're watching and have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. I know the game's probably very confusing. You're probably like, I don't understand anything that's happening. That's okay. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I really do love this game. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. I'll try and explain what I'm doing as well. Let's check my audio is still coming through. Yes, excellent. Alright, let's continue. So just fighting a battle over here. We've won, because we have actually got a very good army, and a very big army too. Go siege down the capital of our opponents. So we know it's their capital because it's got this big shield over it. So there's me, there's Kazuya the Wise. I'm sure my rivals are up to something. So this is the current state of the Republic. So out of my 4 political rivals, 3 of them are in prison. In my prison, so that's the way I like to play. Then one of them I'm trying to work on getting them into prison. And then my son is too young to inherit because they need to be 16 to take over the Republic. Let's just attack. And hopefully the audio balance and all that is good. I don't think the song is too loud or anything. If anything, it's maybe too quiet. Let's keep upgrading our structures. It's not like money, so we'll do that. To my liege, the brilliant genius Kazuya has not escaped me that several of your commanders lack formal training. So my marshal is trying to offer me some help training my commanders, but I know that they're just trying to get some favors off me, so I'm not going to fall for it. I can turn the speed up. Young Kazuma is developing a sense of natural humility. Yep, I'm happy with my son being humble. Humility is always a good thing. My daughter is come of age, so I'll carry her off, because that's what happens in this game. I'm trying to build like an alliance with the big empire over here. So I've married my daughter to their son. But it's good for me. I wouldn't want the music any louder. Okay, cool. Does that mean that it's it's still a bit too loud, or it's like perfectly fine, or? Yeah, this is the problem with signing an alliance. So, what is he? So he's the Emperor of the Big Empire. Is asking me to join against a revolt, and if I refuse, it's gonna cause a lot of shit. It's fine. Okay, perfect. Awesome, thanks. So I'll join that, but I have no intention of necessarily helping. There's enforcer demands. So now we've got another city under our control. And it's been given to this family. Observe the sky. Sure, we'll observe the sky. How old is young Kazuma? 13. So I need Kazuma to get 3 years older, otherwise I lose control of the Republic. Sure, I'm happy to spend my time on my stargazing, so I'm part of the Hermetic Society, so basically they're sort of scientists, but not really, because obviously science at this time is they're pretty much the sort of people that are doing like alchemy and stuff like that, so they're trying to understand the world in their own weird way. But it is, I think, and this is just my opinion, it is sort of the beginnings of the scientific method, but that's just my opinion. I'm not like an expert on medieval history or anything. Oh no. I'm getting some desire to torture some of my prisoners. I don't think I should do that. Especially since any one of them could become the next leader of this country. It's probably not a good idea to... My lover just died, that's a shame. Let's see what the outcome of our research was. My calculation. So I've discovered, I think, a new star or comet or something like that. We'll get everyone to have a look. How's my friend going over here? It's a big rebellion, 10,000 troops. But they've got a bigger army, so they should win. This is my granddaughter. You can be trained in making money. So, duty. Gotta show which cat is boss, that's right. Oh, so the leader of my religion apparently is, it's not a very good leader of that religion. So he's a wicked priest. Kazuma could use some guidance. So I want Kazuma to be ambitious. I want him to be a really good leader. So the leader of our church is not very good. So all the religions and stuff are randomized as well, so it's not, turns out that my calculations were wrong. So I thought I brought a crowd together to show them the star or whatever that I'd found out about, but it was wrong, so I'm humiliated. It feels bad. Not Pog. That's alright. Hey, we got 3 viewers now, awesome. I'm pretty great after all, so apparently I'm not humble anymore. I've lost my humility. I'm still sure this guy's up to something, so I want to keep investigating. So I'm sitting on a massive stack of cash, which is not really a good thing, so I'll upgrade my building. So I'm just trying to upgrade to get more ways of getting money, really. The more money you have, the better. This is pretty much the philosophy. One of my trading ships is sunk, so I lose a bit of money. That's fine. It is what it is. Oh, hey Wei, how you doing? Glad to see you here as well. Your stream was really good today. I enjoyed watching some Genshin gameplay. It made me want to play it, but I don't know if I should get into it. There we go. So my good friend over here, Mr. Porcupine, has won the war against this cat. So now the cat is in prison. And my mother-in-law has died. Trying to get me to get a new assistant. No. I want my child to be my assistant, but he's too young. Mention is a time. It looks really fun, genuinely. But at the same time, I don't really want to get caught in the Gotcha. Rabbit hole. Here we go. I've got a reason to imprison my last potential rival, so I'll send the police after them. And they've been arrested. Excellent. So my son is now of age, so he became an intricate web weaver, so it's not bad. It's pretty good. So he's pretty good. I have a feeling that he may try and kill me, but it is what it is. That's sort of just what happens in this world. But he is a genius, which is good, so he's very smart. So this it's really strange, like I said, playing this game, but this is basically the list of all the people that my son can marry, so here we go. Let's try and find someone that's good at making money. So that's this skill here. Could marry another genius, but that person's also a lunatic, so probably not a good choice. This game looks cool. Yeah. It's, like I said, it's one of my favorites. Don't care for the gacha, there for the multiplayer, yeah. Cool. I would play it, but I don't know if I'd be on a different server to you, so it might be a bit too laggy. What do I want to do with my life? I want to make a friend. There we go. Let's try and make a friend. My daughter's died after disagreeing with a meal. That's a shame. This is my granddaughter. We'll go there. Money education. No, I don't want to start torturing her. Spy Master. So I could get the best person for the job, which is my son, but then my son also doesn't like me. And if you put somebody in this position who doesn't like you, there's a good chance that you're going to get taken out. So I'll pick the, like, only human in the world, apparently, because everyone's supposed to be an animal. Jake the cat is asking me to kill Patricia and Maurice. I don't know if I want to get involved in that. It seems like a bad idea. So this is what we can do. My ally is calling me into another wasp. What is it? Against Duke Ringo. A holy war for Bradia. I mean, I'll join it. So what we can do with our money is we can pump our money into the election to make sure that our candidate will win. So that's what we'll do. It's just like real life, unfortunately. It's something real. I'll attack this person for a while. What can we do? Let's make my son my designated heir. I'll also make him my apprentice. Count Waffles, the dog, is asking for permission to open a trader. I'll ask for some compensation. And he's refused. Oh well. What is it happening? There's a lot of soldiers running around. What is this? The war for Racia. Ah, so I think the Emperor's attacking these people up here, so they're a different culture, I think, so that's why they're not too happy, and they're all ganging up on my friend. It's not enough for me to get involved, I think. Let's see, what else? Who else can we go war with? We could war with this person. Sure, let's attack them for this city. So as always, we're trying to just grow our country bit. The steward is giving me some technology points, that's cool. Oh, there we go. My son has had twins. There you go. That's really nice. So Frumpkin and Princess. Let's raise the rest of our troops. So to make sure I keep an eye on this screen, because if I'm not paying attention, I could lose control of the country. So the way it works is when the character who's in charge of the whole country dies, that it picks from this group of people. So I want it to be the person from my family. Okay, a lot of stuff just popped up. My daughter is lacking in education, so we'll get her to do maybe a diplomatic sort of. We'll make her like a diplomat or something. This person is the leader of a plot, so we'll throw them in jail. In terms of technology, we'll just get some technology. That's so good. So this is the person that has come to my country to become a doctor. Sure, why not? It seems good. It's a human, so I don't know if I should trust them, but it's fine. Riots. Okay, so I've got like sort of a feud with some of the other families in the Republic, so they've started a riot and it's made us both lose some respect, so this is something we have to live with. The farmers want a priest to bless their crops, that's fine. Boy, why is it saying I can marry him? Wait. Oh god, I can marry my daughter. Why is it letting me do this? I can marry the queen of a country, that seems like a good idea. Looks like we're winning pretty easily here. Yeah, I have control of a new city. So this person, I think the family line died out. Yeah, so one of the 5 great houses of the country has disappeared. So it means more money for me, which is always good. I might turn down the death sounds because they're a bit loud. Now what's not that? It's under effects. We'll turn that down. War's over, so we'll end the war. Send all of our folks over. My son has asked for a nickname. So I can give him the name of the Festive, the Handsome, the Burden. I'll make it the Festive. Casimir the Festive, that sounds like a good one. Alright, where did these soldiers come from? My daughter's sick, so I'll get my doctor to help her. I don't know where these extra troops came from, so I'll get rid of them. Building up our forces. I know this game's not the most exciting, but I really enjoy it anyway. And I started this playthrough, so I want to finish it. This person to be my steward. Suppose that Suki Tabi and Chairman A get married, okay. I don't know why they're asking me for permission, it's my grandson. Oh no. My son's got consumption, aka tuberculosis. It's not good. Thanks for the thumbs up, I appreciate it. So my son, who's my apprentice in the science order group, has discovered something, so we'll go looking for it, I guess. Sounds good. We'll go for the cheapest option, because I'm a cheapskate. There we go, we found it, nice. My spy master is up to something. I don't like the sound of that. Marked a spot on the wall with a piece of chalk. I don't know if I trust anyone. Ah, so they are up to something. They're trying to take control of a trade port, so that's a jail sentence. And I just leave them in jail. They can't cause any more issues. My subjects is conspiring with people. No, I don't need to do anything about that. My granddaughter is ready to be educated. Money. We need more money, so let's train her in making money. There we go, my son had another son and he named it after me, so Kazuya. Nice. Oh, there we go. They made me the leader of the of our society. That's cool. So I become the magus. I don't really know what that means, but I'm in charge now, I guess. It's cool. Tim has now been born. Okay. It's like some illness spreading. What is this? Oh, it's consumption. There you go. We actually upgrade my hospital. This is the third war that you've called me in. Against Cyrus of the Kuskin Revolt. Well, that's the problem with making alliances in this game. They always drag you into everything. Like, I don't think... Probably one of the most powerful characters in this world. Probably doesn't need my help against a handful of people who are, like, upset, but... They got their reasons. One of my vassals is... I don't need to do anything, I don't think. How old am I? I'm 64. And I can get married, so that's cool. So who's this? Oh, she's the queen of this country. Interesting. This guy wants to marry my granddaughter. No, I don't think so. It's not really a good idea to marry people off to leaders of rebellions, because it usually ends badly for you. I got even more land. It's nice. Keeps telling me to torture people. I don't really want to do it right now. My wife has been gloomy. I'll buy her something nice. Yeah, unfortunately there was no way to make the cat look like my model, but... So my wife's pregnant. She's upset for not having anything to wear. So I'll say the nice thing. I'll say you're already wonderful. My son has got an idea for a ritual. Why not? Let's do it. Can't let my kids marry into rebellion yet. Just a bit of advice from this cat. Summoning the divine. So the thing about alchemy, because I don't know how much anyone knows about alchemy, but it was really strange. So they sort of just like did all sorts of weird things. Like they would try the like experiment at like a particular time. There would be like things where it's like, you know, I would say like, you know, a certain amount of prayers before the ritual or stuff like that. And it's really, really odd, but also kind of interesting. My granddaughter, the porcupine. Oh, the Emperor lost. That's interesting. They're calling me into another war. The alchemy's funky. Yeah, for sure. I can sort of understand the thought process, but at the same time, I don't know how they came up with like some of those ideas. They're like, oh yeah, well I tried the experiment at midday, maybe I'll try it again at midnight, and that might have a difference. Still really, really interesting. Oops. So what is this? So this dragon character is trying to make my friend pay tribute. I honestly don't think the Emperor's going to win this. What happened to the Emperor? Oh, well, they're known as the Tyrant, so it's not surprising that everyone's, like, up out to get them. It's one of the nicknames you don't really want to have as a ruler, is to be known as, like, the Tyrant or the Terrible or the Really Mean or something like that. Not really a good look. What else can we do? Let's search for a smith. I want crown jewels. I want to have a crown. Not that it's going to show me wearing a crown in the game as the cat, but... My son is steps forth, so we're going to try the ritual with the divine being again. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Emitting text. Ah, we can't. Try and understand the sun. That sounds fine. Makes sense. They still don't know what the sun and the moon is. Yeah, I mean, you are right. I think like that's the thing though, that why I think alchemy is so strange. Like it's really interesting but strange. So I don't think that like they were wrong to like try those sorts of things, because they really didn't understand anything about how the world worked. And you know, people might look back on them and say like, oh, they were, you know, so backwards or whatever. But really, they didn't understand, you know, one third of what we know nowadays. So the fact that they tried stuff like that, you know, says a lot. And we wouldn't be here today without that sort of inquiry, I guess. So the blacksmith that I hired to make my crown jewels is getting my granddaughter to help out. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Unless I want my crown to be made of like cardboard or something. So when it comes to history, I'm a big advocate for not negatively judging. Like, I know you can call out things like the terrible acts in history, but at the same time, you sort of need to focus on understanding why they did sorts of things, rather than just saying, you know, they were backwards or whatever. That's just my thoughts. So I got a crown, I got a scepter, and I got a cool sword, so got some more things. So this is my like sort of treasury of neat things that I've got. So I've got the sun. This is actually the skull of my firstborn son. Because we had like a rivalry or something, so I've kept that as a trophy apparently. I've got a book about the Universal Panacea, which I wrote, The Finger of St. John, a compass, some crown jewels, then another book that I've written, so my character's quite intellectual. And 67 years old, doing pretty well to still be hanging in there. It's obviously the like life expectancy in this time period was like, you know, 40 or something. So I can attack these people again. So let's do that. My peasants are upset. Let's take over this territory. So the thing about Crusader Kings 2, like even though I love this game so much, I've sort of got it down to like a science, like the way to play it, so it's not really that much of a challenge for me anymore. But I still do really enjoy it. Yeah, so the character models in the game are still humans, but all of the characters in the game are animals. So my daughter is going to become the queen of this little country down here, which I think it may... No, it's not going to get destroyed. Well, there we go. So we're spreading our family out, which is nice. Whoa. We're getting attacked. And we won that battle. I think they crossed over the straits or something to attack us, which is not a good idea. My granddaughter, she can live on her own. So it's like the AI does silly things like this. Like they kept attacking there when they should have known that they really can't win. I've called this person into prison, so I'll ransom them back. End the war. Send all of our soldiers back home. Why is the game trying to get me to torture me? So I've got control of some more land. So I've got this province now, which is nice. wife is pregnant again, excellent. I never get used to some of the stuff that this game makes you say. My daughter has been growing weaker, so I'll find a doctor. You'll probably get a decent doctor. Let's make Kazuma the doctor. Son. Oh, there we go. I've died. So I was 69 years old. I was known as charitable, and I've died. So I managed to keep control of all of my land, which is good. I'll pause the game just to re-evaluate myself. So my son managed to keep control of the country, which is good. And sort of just continuing. So RIP to Kazuya the First. Set up focus here again. So what do I want to do? Let's keep going with the intrigue stuff because I like doing that. We'll keep trying to lock up all of our political opponents. What do I want to do with this character's life? Is there a king of this country? There isn't. Yeah, F for Kazuya. I still can't believe I misspelled the last name. It's gonna be like a running joke with me. I'm gonna always misspell something. So like I said, in this game it was the last name, and in Nocturne it was the first name. Alright, let's lock this person up. Get a new apprentice. We'll get... You can be my apprentice. Meow. A niece. Become kind, that's fine. So like, comparing myself to other countries, like I've got 20,000 soldiers available. This country has only 7,000. Even this massive country, which has most of what's Italy and, you know, former Yugoslavia, has only got 12,000, so I've got like a massive military. Because I know sort of the like ideal stuff to do, so. I would really like to play Crusader Kings 3, but the game is not done yet. So in case you don't know about this the company that makes these games, and I don't know why I keep giving them money, honestly, but they basically have a habit of releasing sort of unfinished games, and then they pad it out with DLC. But like I said, I keep buying the games, so I can't really complain. Let's do a theory paper, so I'll put in a good effort, and we'll go looking for verbs. So that's part of me being part of the Hermetic Society. So the new leader of the Hermetic Society is this 77 years old, and he's a bear. He's a polar bear. Baron of Bjorn. You're a sim for the RP. That's true. I do actually really like getting into the character's mindset. Wife is pregnant again, excellent. My half-sister has finished her education, so who can she marry? She can marry the Count of Cologne, why not? That's fine. Build a lab, we can do that. Let's construct a lab. We can do all of our sciencey stuff. Let's build an isolated lab. So I don't want people breaking into my lab and stealing my theories and stuff like that. The defensive pact opposing Chendanetta has been disbanded. I don't know why I got told about that. I mean, well, the person died, so... Wait, hang on a second. Interesting. So the like emperor of this country was assassinated on the orders of the person who's now the emperor's wife. Probably my favorite thing about this game is that it creates like this sort of narratives. You can sort of go with it. So like, you know, like I've got sort of this rivalry with this country that I'm next to, so, you know, we're going at each other. And there's obviously some political intrigue going on in the other big countries too. Frumpkin says his favourite toy is missing and won't go to bed without it. I guess I'll try and find it. It was in the trash, and now he's not happy with how it smells. Well, he wanted it back, so. Okay, finish my lab. I've got a new daughter named Fluff. It's fine. Every time I ride out to hunt, I hear an arrow whiz past me, and it's only because I anticipate it that I can avoid it. No one else seems to have noticed it, and I stop trying to convince my friends it is real. Okay. So I can either get, like, paranoid and stressed about it and say I don't know who did it, or I can point the finger at this person. Let's accuse this person. Since they're my spy master, I should probably sack them too. We'll make Cats the spy master, that's fine. My capital's prospering. Good. So I can spend some money and develop the country a bit more. That's very nice. I've just been letting myself go. It's none of my business. Let's compose a book about managing the realm. Passing judgment, a young noble is brought before. Okay. And the noble person is guilty of a crime, so I can either release them because they're noble, or I can say that they're still going to get punished. I'll say they still get punished. My doctor's doing a really good job, I'll pay him. My spy master's up to something. Why is everyone plotting against me? This game does a really good job of trying to make you feel a sense of paranoia, because you never know what's going to happen or who's after you. So we're going to try and get this territory now. Let's build a great work one. I can remember how to do it. Am I even allowed to? A great work. Swan was somewhere on this interface. Gotta throw them in prison, customize. I'm not playing as a Byzantine character, unfortunately, but that's definitely something that they did do. Punishment in this time period was very harsh, especially in the Byzantine Empire. Or the Eastern Roman Empire, if you prefer. I mean, there's like stories of what was it? What was the? I can't remember the name of the emperor, but they the emperor captured like they were at war with Bulgaria, or the Bulgars. I think they were just called the Bulgars at that point. And then they captured, you know, a few thousand prisoners, and then all of the prisoners had their eyes, you know, taken out, except for one who only had one eye taken out, and then they had to lead the rest of them back to their country. So that was pretty horrific. Definitely that sort of stuff is really interesting, but it's also really horrible to think about that that sort of thing wasn't that long ago. It was only about, you know, 700 years ago or something like that that sort of action was done. Yeah. As usual, we're just sort of spreading out, taking over some more territory. So I don't think probably the biggest problem with playing random worlds, and I've played a few of them in my time, but it's very rare that like a lot of really interesting stuff happens. Like usually the countries remain pretty static for the most part. But that's okay. Do a great work. So I'm working on my book, and I can do an all-nighter, which will make the book better, but it has a chance of making us sick, or I can sleep on it. Let's go all in. I don't mind getting a bit sick. Oh, apparently my doctor thinks that doesn't make sense. How did that give me cancer? I'll give my doctor some money, that's fine. So I'm quite unwell. I've got a fever, cough, and vomiting. That's not good. That's just a flu. We'll get a safe treatment. Whatever that would look like in this day and age. Hopefully I don't die. Probably wasn't a good idea to pull that all-nighter. There we go, I got over my flu, excellent. I didn't die. That was nice. So I've got a lot of kids. How many kids? 7. My son from kids. Finished his education, which is good. Marry him off to this person. So as long as you've got money, you can usually keep control of the Republic. This is my half-sister. Sort of horse. Got a lot of siblings, huh? So my court priest has come in accusing this person of being a warlock, so Mr. Bigglesworth is apparently a warlock. What should we do about it? What's my character? Character doesn't have any particular opinions, but my character is paranoid, so I think my character would probably be the type of person that would believe this, so sorry, Mr. Bigglesworth. Kazuya? Yeah, you can be ambitious. Go get it. Good chance of actually getting a climb. It's only 7%, so I'll just go for another one. Another person is an accused warlock. Sorry, Daisy, but my paranoia knows no bounds. It's like Joseph Stalin. Oh, there we go. There's plots, apparently, to take me out. Probably heard about all my paranoia, and they're like, yo, let's get rid of Mr. Kazuma. There we go, my doctors actually become recognized for their skill. That's really good. It's good to actually have somebody who's actually, like, semi-competent. But yeah, some of the treatments that... I'm assuming the treatments that the... Oh, here we go. So I've apparently got diarrhea. That's great. Got a rash. Excellent. My daughter is also sick, so I'll call for my core physician. Was this camp fever? Epidemic typhus. I mean, I don't really know what that is. I'm assuming it's bad, but... I also have camp fever. There are several different types of treatment. I always just go for the safe treatment. You got for me a draft which is yellow in colour, and the contents was fresh urine from a pregnant sow. Excellent. And it made me not happy. I wouldn't be surprised that was a real... Oh, I died. So the camp fever killed me. Born with unparalleled genius, but now I'm dead with the same. So there goes my second character, so Grandmaster Kazuma has died. What do I want my ambition to be? I want to have good air, so let's make that our ambition. Give away this territory. And my wife has died. What is happening? Everyone's dying from camp fever out here. Marry this dog, that's fine. Oh, I can get 1800 gold for that. Seems pretty good. So this person is making a claim on my land. Well, try it. I don't think you're gonna win. We need to keep upgrading my hospital. I need to do it. Entirely new council. Get the best people for the job. What is going around that the epidemic is caused by cats? I mean... Obviously this event is from the normal game. No, the cats are not to blame. I'm not to blame for this disease. So we've won this conflict. Control of another territory, which is really good. Usurp this duchy, so I've now become the Duke of this area, and now I can make myself a king. And the new kingdom, so I'm now the king, well, Prince Mayor of Thessalonica, so I'll change my crown in the studio. Kingdom, there we go. So I've got a fancier crown, because I'm now a higher level ruler. There we go. When I learned how to do this stuff on Vtuber Studio, it like blew my mind that you could pin it to your model and stuff like that. Try your best to explain the cat situation. No, cats are not responsible for the disease. Wife is sick. So many diseases now, man. You do that in VTube? Yeah, you can pin... I think that's what the program's called. Hang on a second. Yeah, VTube Studio, you can... if you click on this, you can pin objects, so I've got like a tie as well, so I can put a bad one too. There you go, now I got a tie. And you can do it in this. It's pretty handy. You can import your own custom objects. I won't go into that, but yeah. It's pretty good. It's sort of, like the pin is sort of a bit scuffed, like when you turn around and stuff like that, it doesn't quite look right, but it's pretty good for what it is. Jeez, everyone in my country hates me, I think. Kazuma Kuroneko lived a pious life. Are you sure? So he's been recognized by the church for his religiousness. I don't know if that's quite right. I mean, he was deceitful and paranoid, and he killed a bunch of people. But it's interesting. Maybe that's what's recognized by this religion. Because my religion in this game is called like Splinthenian or something like that. So it's obviously they have a different set of values than other religions. Maybe that's what they recognize as good traits for people to have. My aunt has finished her education. Very nice. Everyone's dying from camp fever. Up after this stream. I'm kind of curious what it is. My wife is pregnant. Excellent. Hey, this person's a unicorn. What the heck? Kargan Jim, the Great Bear of Nay, and they're a unicorn. That's really cool. I didn't know that they could be unicorns. They've got a great bloodline, so one of their ancestors was this really noteworthy person. Sure, I'm happy to arrange a marriage there. They're a Kargan, so they're like a like Genghis Khan type character. So they're the most overpowered type of country in this game, but the AI doesn't know how to play them. Got a new daughter named Mischief. Just realised how long this cat's name was. Lord Admiral Edward Hawke, 1st Baron Hawke, 1st Lord of the Admiralty. That must be a reference to something. Please treat my daughter. My wife has confessed to adultery. Well, forgive and forget, I guess. My brothers had a son. That's good. Now known as Frumpkin the Wise. Increasing the rights of women. Let's hold a tournament, why not? Let's see how this goes. Get all the knights and such to come. Okay. Baron Zillan has come in 3rd place. Baron Angry has come in 2nd place, and Baron Pause has come in 1st place. Great. And everyone had a good time. This person's conspiring against me. Forgot to join the society. Spot on this person. We're gonna need a percentage point on this. Should we go to Wolf? Furball. Let's go to war with this tiny country. So I'm going to go to war with them to try and force them to become my subject. So here we go. I can't imagine it's going to be difficult. They look quite weak. Signs of generous. Just good idea to put your strong subjects in the council because it makes them happier because they feel like they have a say. Whereas if you don't put them in, they get very upset. So I think what I'll do this time, because there's disease spreading towards my capital, I'll shut the gates. So sort of going into like quarantine. Something that I think we're all probably familiar with at this stage. It's 3:20. Probably stream for another like 20-30 minutes or so. I feel pretty happy with what I've done with this campaign. We've obviously got more money than we know what to do with. Become really strong. old legal right almost forgotten by all but the barons called prima nocte or droit du seigneur. I think that's how you pronounce it. It means the right of the lord. Prima nocte means first night. No, I don't like that. It's not something that I'm a fan of. It's one of those things that you can sort of say, nah, that wasn't a good thing. Pretty easily. Just people abusing their power. One of my lords is plotting. That's a good enough reason for me to reason them. Pretty good. I've had consistently 3 viewers during the stream. It's really, really awesome. Thanks again, everyone who's watching. It means a lot. Let's try and do something big before we finish this. What can I do that's really big? Doesn't look like a duck. Yeah, every now and then I think they generate a That's really strange, because like all the characters are supposed to be animals, but then the Empire of China, which is still just the Empire of China in this animal world, has just normal people. It's kind of weird. But yeah, China's not on the map, but you can sort of still interact with them. It only goes as far as India and into a bit of so it's like Siberia, Mongolia a little bit. Rest. There we go. Myself, my brother, and I had a party sort of thing, and we become close. That's always good. Wholesome CK too. It's always nice. It's rarely wholesome, but every now and then it gets a bit wholesome. It's usually just people getting killed and stuff like that, which isn't particularly wholesome. That's how you do great works. It's this button. What do I want to build? I don't even remember what's worth building. Build a university, a great library, a mausoleum, garden, palace. We'll go for the palace. Let's build a royal palace. Only going to take 24 years to build. Is that reasonable? That's reasonable within my lifetime. Only 28. This is a good chance that I'll be able to make it. Attack this person, I can attack this person. Let's go to war. Try and claim some of it. Do I dare do 2 wars at the same time? Let's get a bit gutsy, let's go for it. At the Uni for Science, we're supposed to figure out what the sun is. And we can build a university as well. You can build multiple things. Oops, didn't mean to use my ships. We can build multiple, but they get increasingly more expensive. We'll build a university. So we're building a palace here and a university here. So there you go. I've got tons of money, so may as well. That's true. I mean, because at this stage in history, of course, the Earth was believed to be the center of the... I think the universe, really. You can understand, again, why they would come to that sort of conclusion. Or like whether the Earth revolved around the sun or the other way around. Like, from their perspective, they're not moving. It's the sun that's moving. So you can certainly understand how people would come to that kind of conclusion. And again, they didn't have anywhere near as much of an understanding of, you know, even physics or anything like that to be able to have any different conclusions. Wait, it isn't? Sorry to break it to you. But again, it's sort of that curiosity that people back then had to want to understand that led to us actually being able to understand, so... It kept like slipping off my head. But again, they are like $20 headphones, so I can't really complain that much. There we go. Victory. So I've got 2 more territories. I took this city and this city as well, so we're continuing to expand. Trade port, so we'll put it here. Are there any other trading countries? There's one over here. One down here. I think it's probably safe to end the quarantine now. I have a son. Name him Kazuya, why not? Country just continues to fall apart every time I look. It looks worse. Basilius Wiggles, the Just. Let's observe the sky, why not? If you're wondering why I click through these events so quickly, it's because I've seen them all like literally hundreds of times, so I know exactly what the different options do. I've got like over 1,000 hours in this game. It's not something. It's probably not something to brag about, but it's probably something to be a bit ashamed about, to be honest. But that's where we're at. More money. I made a book called Honest Recipes. Wait, why is it called that? Sometimes the princeman has to use whatever resources he has available, but can always be picked. Be pickled board heads. Okay. Apparently it increases the amount of tax I collect by 1%, so that's something, I guess. Am I even getting that much money from tax? Yeah, I am. Okay. I reckon once we build the palace and the university, we'll leave it there, and that'll be the end of that campaign. I think that's a pretty good accomplishment. I think so. We've gone from having just these 3 territories here to having all this land over here. We're building major constructions. Lots of stuff's happening. Things are going pretty good. Pretty much as long as I'm paying attention, like, I won't lose control of my own country. Like, really the biggest threat is losing control of my country, because as soon as the AI takes over this place, it'll all fall apart, I guarantee it. The AI is terrible at managing big countries. Just look at this country over here. Structures. So my bishop has been charging money for religious favors. Yeah, they're fired. Put this person in charge instead. Lock him. Lock him. So he's rebelled against me. That's a bold decision. So instead of being arrested, my subject here has decided to try and fight. It's not going too well. Should be done. Apparently I don't have a valid reason to, like, execute or banish them. Throw them in the oublet, so they can just go there. So my friend has died. Let's drink in my friend's honor. Sounds like a good way to remember. So usually picking that option turns your character into an alcoholic, but somehow I was able to avoid that. Maik, Mount Athos. You must learn it through. So my aunt has become the ruler of this country down here. Which is pretty nice. But it's not going to be in my dynasty for much longer. Well, there's going to be like a union of these countries. So the king of Nitia over here has married the queen of this country, so their children are going to unite those two countries. That's pretty cool. Tim was introduced by a mutual friend. I wouldn't mind talking to Tim some more. He's a possessed cat, but I'm sure he's a gentleman. These buildings are going to take a bit longer than I was expecting. Let's turn up to speed 5. So I do want to finish these buildings. That seems like a good capstone for this campaign. My cousin has requested to join the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre. Sure, why not? Brother has gout. Uh-oh. I didn't even think they could treat gout back then. So gout also known as the king's disease. Because, in this time period anyway, the only people who had it were like, really rich and powerful because their diet was really bad. The sounds are starting to get a bit scuffed. I got a weapon called the Sword from Heaven. I did. But somebody died and then they left me this sword. That's pretty cool, I guess. So the queen of this country here is trying to destroy one of my trade posts. Let's use our diplomacy to try and disperse the mob, if that works out. I believe it did, because it didn't say that it was burned down. All the haters out here trying to take away my money. Trying to take over a bit more land over here, just to make it a bit more connected. A bit nicer. So yeah, as games of Crusader Kings go on, they tend to get a bit lagged because there's so many characters and they're all simulated, like what they're doing and stuff like that. So for any just under 100 years of the game, it ends at 1453, so there's still quite a ways to go in terms of the full time frame. But we're not just going to play the full time frame. Already the signals are starting to get a bit scuffed. get. This territory here. Oh, there we go. One of my subjects actually took some land. I was trying to take that province anyway, so one of them did it for me. That's very kind of them. It's definitely going to make the borders a bit nicer. About having nice and neat borders. My son wants to become a monk. It's fine. Does he get the oil? That sounds like a good name. Okay, so the borders are a bit nicer now, so we control like this entire like area. Nice. I don't know, my brother died. He died of complications relating to gout. So I'll now play as my other brother, Basil. If I die. Some more money in the bank fund just in case. We're pretty close to having this great projects completed. Yeah, the tech system in this game is also extremely like it's just these bars that fill up over time, and then you get points you can spend them wherever you like. It's not a particularly interesting system. Yeah, but believe it or not, this game used to be even more bare bones. It's actually very complete now, Crusader Kings 2. Crusader Kings 3 is definitely not complete though. Okay, my son, Kazuya, who's now a monk. So he's off in his religious order, doing his thing, that's cool. Gosh, maybe it'll make so much more money. I can build 4 more trading ports. Peasants have risen up against me. That's not right. Get some red pandas over there. This is nearly finished. Firstly, still got a little ways to go. Let's at least get these buildings finished. Shame I only just now got the option to try and forge a bloodline. It's probably one of the cooler features of the game is doing that. But there we go. So our palace has been finished. That's what it looks like there. It's still pretty basic. You can upgrade it, but we won't worry about that too much. So we got a nice palace for our family. The university is not too far behind. And then maybe we'll understand what the sun is. Because the first university, at least in the Western world, was, my understanding, was in Bologna in Italy. It was established around 1100 or something like that. But I think there were universities or something equivalent to that in China and India and places like that. Just with like the Western university originates in Italy. Here we go. I'll become a paragon of virtue, bring prosperity and knowledge to my realm, or they will remember fear. Surely they will remember fear. I want my subjects to remember me as a terrifying ruler. Must be remembered. So the university is about to be finished, and I'm kind of curious what bloodline I'm going to get. There is one thing where it's don't think I'm going the right path for it, but you can become known as the dragon, and then after a couple of generations, this is when you've got like the human character portraits. Your character's like picture, even though they're dead, changes to that of a dragon because like the mythology around them. People like genuinely believe that they were a dragon or something. That's kind of weird, but it's just kind of cool. So let's spend all of our effort to forge this bloodline. The university's been complete, nice. So that's what it looks like right now. It's still sort of just there. It's not very impressive, but at least we started considering these questions. Let's just see what bloodline we get. In the strength. Cool. This is autosave taking so long. There we go. We're getting closer to forming our legendary bloodline. I've become known as the Ruthless. The vile blood of Prince Mayor Frumkin. I've become infamous as one of the worst tyrants in Thessalonica's history. So it increases revolt risk, it reduces everyone's opinion of me, but it makes it much easier to arrest people and easier to remove their land from them. So I've become a tyrant, known as a tyrant. And that's going to be a bloodline that's passed down to my descendants as well. So there you go. So I'm pretty happy with how we've gone here. So we started off just with these 3 territories, and we've grown quite large over the span of just over 100 years. We've forged a bloodline, we built a university and a palace, so that's really good as well. And king tier ruler, so went up a rank. And we've got so much money, and we're still making heaps as well, so everything's going pretty good for this Kuroneko family. There we go. Go back to the studio. Oh no. crown. Transition back to this. Cool. So that's that. So just over 2 hours. Pretty good. And that's another one for the books. So the reason why this was on YouTube was because I started this campaign on YouTube. It made sense to finish it off on YouTube as well. So I was pretty happy with that. It was good to play Crusader Kings again as well. It's the end of the save then. I mean, I might come back to it at some point, but I think for the most part, I don't know if there's too much that it can be done to challenge my country at this point. I'm very strong. I might come back to it, but who knows? I reckon I'm probably more likely to play CK3 at some point. Maybe when they release the next expansion, I'll give that a go, but I'll probably do it on Twitch. Makes sense, yeah. But I'm pretty happy with that. Like, it was mostly just for fun. I wanted to play that game again. Even though I don't think many people like those sorts of games, but I really like those sorts of games. But there we go. So thanks for everything. Thanks Swiginski and Wei for joining me and chatting as well. It's always nice to have somebody talking in chat. And we've had a third viewer the whole time. I have suspicions of who it might be, but it doesn't matter that they're lurking. It's all good. I'm pretty much usually a lurker as well in chats too, so good stuff. So that's that. I'm on Twitch tomorrow at 9 AM AEST with some more Nocturne, so feel free to join me with that. It was nice watching. Thank you. It means a lot. Hopefully it was relaxing. If not anything else. It's not a really, you know, it's not a game that demands a lot of attention, and hopefully the music was alright as well. I might look into having a bit more variety of the tracks, like instead of just one looping, I might try and get like a playlist going or something like that. But the website where I got the music from is in my description. What's the website called? It's actually got some good stuff. Second. What's the website called? Dover-s.jp. So it's in Japanese, the website, but you can translate it and you can find some good songs. And I think well, as far as I'm aware, it's all copyright free, so really good stuff. Lots of relaxing tracks. And you can customize what you're looking for. So you can say, you know, I want to find something that loops or doesn't loop or stuff like that, so it's really cool. Good stuff. So that's pretty much it. So hopefully you can join me on my Nocturne stream tomorrow. If not, that's okay. I'll probably do a highlights for that as well. I won't do a highlight for this because there's not too much that's happening, but the VOD's there anyway, so yeah, cool. So that's really it, so take care. All the best, enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you are, and take it easy. We'll go to our end stream. Sweet bye, see ya, Swiginski. Go to the end stream. End scene, sorry. Take care.